You're listening to Disruptive FM, the culture of business, with your host, Geoffrey Cologne. Sponsored by Branding Strategy Insider.
Live from the Disruptive FM studio in Seattle, I'm Geoffrey Cologne, and this is your DFM Daily, trending topics for marketing and advertising professionals. Drop it like it's hot. Another tech unicorn is ready for Wall Street. Dropbox, the cloud storage company, filed paperwork last week to raise $500 million in its long-awaited initial public offering. The amount will likely tick up depending on investor demand. It will list on the NASDAQ under the stock ticker DBX. The company posted sales of $1.1 billion in 2017, up from $845 million in the year prior. But like many tech companies going public, Dropbox is not profitable. It lost $112 million in 2017, down from $210 million in 2016. Dropbox was founded more than a decade ago and emerged as one of the leading services for storing and sharing documents, photos, and other files online. It raised nearly $2 billion in venture capital and reportedly hit a $10 billion valuation on the private market in 2014. In recent years, however, the service has faced more competition from the likes of Google, Microsoft, and Apple. Steve Jobs, the late founder and CEO of Apple, once vowed to destroy Dropbox with iCloud. Box, a similar service focused on businesses, went public in 2015. Disclaimer, Microsoft is my employer. Oh snap, Kylie Jenner is not happy about Snapchat's new redesign. Snap stock closed down 6% last week after the reality TV star said she is no longer using the app. The plunge wiped out about $1.3 billion off the company's market value. Jenner has been one of Snapchat's most influential users. So, does anyone else not open Snapchat anymore, or is it just me? Ugh, this is so sad, Jenner tweeted last Wednesday. In another tweet, she said, "Still love you though, Snap, my first love." Snapchat has been under fire from users who have criticized the app's new layout for being too confusing to navigate. Over 1.2 million people have signed a petition on change.org asking Snapchat to remove the redesign. Snap did not respond to a request for comment. Digital now, transformation later. When it comes to digital transformation, most brands have the digital side down. They're using Adobe or Salesforce Marketing Cloud, Sprout or Sprinkler for social engagement, Redpoint or Segment to manage customer data, and so on. It's the transformation that's the hard part, because it's not just about having the right tools, it's about having the right kind of organization, operating model, talent, and mindset. Most companies are technology rich, but insight and execution poor. They have the technology, they just aren't using it properly or at all. For brands, digital transformation usually centers on optimizing the customer experience. Smart organizations are creating cross-functional, co-located teams that can generate ideas, test and launch them in less time than it takes most organizations to set up an initial planning meeting. You can have a pod that comes up with an idea on Monday, executes it on Wednesday, and has enough data by the following Monday to make a call and roll out a new experience. When companies put this kind of team together and take all the business-as-usual responsibilities off their plate, 100% of the time, it leads to a broader agile marketing transformation. According to research firm Gartner, by 2020, more than 1 in 5 marketers will restructure their organizations to focus on the customer experience. Modern marketing organizations are starting to operate more like agencies, where talent is dynamically assigned to projects. It's not based on where a person sits inside the organization, but on the talent they need for a particular project. The common denominator is a much more agile way of working. To transform itself, companies must go through 6 stages. It starts with business as usual, companies that look at digital as just another line item, then moves into stage 2, where orgs have begun to test and learn, but still operate in silos and remain snug inside their own comfort zones. Over time, organizations become systematic in their efforts, get buy-in from top executives, and begin to take long-term investments that eventually result in an organization driven by innovation. But today, most companies have yet to get past stage 2 or 3. Digital transformation is actually an outside-in process that's being driven by what is called digital Darwinism. Customers are evolving, people are evolving, but business processes, models, and mindsets are not keeping up. They've acquired the technology, but haven't really looked at what's different about behaviors, expectations, and preferences, or how they can use it to create new value for customers and employees. But even highly advanced companies are still struggling to spread transformative models and mindsets across the entire company. There might be pockets of excellence where a particular group or division is running really well, but it's hard to do these things at scale consistently across the organization. One reason is the gap between the skills organizations need and those they currently possess. For example, in Gartner's November 2017 Marketing Organization Capability Survey, roughly 2/3 identified data literacy and the ability to apply marketing technology as highly important, but only about half say they have those skills in-house. I'm Geoffrey Cologne. Thank you for listening. This daily briefing is produced by Feelr Media in Los Angeles. Make sure to tell others in the fields of marketing and advertising you know who might have interest in the subject matter to enable the skill on their Amazon Echo, Echo Dot, Echo Plus, Echo Show, Echo Spot, or Echo Look. This is DFM Daily.
The culture of business.